G'day, g'day, g'day. Keith here. Let's take a look back at round 7 and indeed rounds 5 and 6 and see how the whole squiggle on the line is travelling. I could put that differently and ask you how you would feel if a bank was to offer you 32% interest compounded 7 to 9 times a week. Now, I know it's not always going to give you that, but think about that. Would a bank give you 32% interest compounded 7 to 9 times a week daily? 32% compounded daily. Thank you very much. But anyway, maybe the first 3 rounds we've been doing this are a bit special. Maybe it'll keep going. 2025 is the trial for this. Coming back to round 7, let's get me out of the way. Melbourne, Richmond. Let's just very quickly take a look at what we were putting our money on. We went on Richmond. We had Melbourne winning by 16. And the bookies were going to give Richmond a 25-point head start, so we went on Richmond to not lose by 25. They didn't, so you bet. Collingwood and Essendon, 25.5. We left it alone. Probably a good thing we did. Look at the 41. Okay, Fremantle. So 1 out of 1 so far. Fremantle, Adelaide. Our models have Freo by around 10 points. Well, 10, 8 and 2. 2, and even the 2 is more than what the bookies said for Freo to win by more than 2. So $5 on Freo. They won by 18, which is pretty close to the 8 and the 10. So well done, models. Another win. So we're on 2 out of 2, 2 out of 2 overnight. I'm thinking, are we going to get 7 out of 7? But we'll see. St Kilda and Brisbane. We had Brisbane winning by 1, 4 and 15. They won by 45, so... Port Adelaide and North Melbourne. We had Port Adelaide winning by 38. 46-36. We had Port Adelaide winning by lots. They only won by 9. So bad luck for us, because we went on Port to win by 37 or more. They didn't. They won, but they didn't win by enough. So second bad one. Okay, GWS and the Bulldogs. We had Western Bulldogs to not lose by 12 or more. Gee, they didn't lose by 12 or more. They won by 32. So sad for the Giants, but one more win for us. Gold Coast and Sydney, 19, 12 and 15 points. Our predictions for the Suns, all of which are above 13, which is what we needed. And in fact, they won by 38, so another win in the box. Carlton, Geelong. We have Geelong winning by 10, 11 and 7, which is not enough because we're going to take Carlton with a 12-point head start. With that head start, the models are saying bet on Carlton. Not only did they not lose by too much, they in fact won, so well done Carlton. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 7. Let's go to the graph. And we've now got, 23 events, 23 games that Squiggle on the Line has had a $5 punt on. So over the course of 23 bets, on average, your $5 punt is bringing you back $1.62. The overall profit we've made so far for the season, 3 rounds, is 37 buckaroos. So that's not bad. But just in essence, we've had 23 bets and the profit divided by 23, we're getting $1.62 back per bet or making 32% on the money that we're putting in. If we were braver and this wasn't the test year, then we could start to bet more than 5 and start betting the 37, the 24, the 12. Start putting the profits to make the bets larger, to make the new profits even larger. There's a thing called Kelly criterion. I might do a video on later this week. But for now, that's a nice looking graph. $12, $25, $37. And the only way is up. Let's go that way for matching the graph. Anyways, I thought, and just to reflect, mathematically we needed to win at least 53% of our tips to be making a profit over time. And if we had that locked in as a forever thing that we were making 55%, this would be a good idea. We're making 70% so far over 3 rounds. Let's see how we keep going. This is Keith signing off, the squiggle and the line.